Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Houston Astros. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Lance McCullers Jr. What do you look for here?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Just about to get started. Travis d'Arnaud digs in now.
Number 25, Travis d'Arnaud.
Swing and a miss. That is strike two. McCullers in his 11th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
That one outside. Ball one. That's a little bit low. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
One out, runner at second. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. That's ripped. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Batting fourth.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Here's Adam Frazier. Double play ball to second. Over to Correa for one. To Walker, and that's two. Now here come the Astros. No score. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting to start for the Angels, Yusei Kikuchi. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 0-1. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's just foul. Got him. One down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Foul ball.
That's a ball.
Just
ball
missed.
outside.
And now it's even up. Up the middle. Slings to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Christian Walker.
2 outs, base is empty. Christian Walker up next for the Astros.
Nope, ball.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Check
Right
swing.
two.
Did he go? Yes, he did. And the count is 1-2. That one
That's
missed.
the ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Left field. And he'll play it on a bounce.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Carlos
So a man at
Correa.
first. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Misses
That's a
just
ball.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Outside
Ball.
low. Ball 1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball left side. And that is the inning. So the Astros lead 1, scoreless after 1. Back here in Houston. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adele. That one ripped right center field. So a man on base
Over the fence,
to start
that's a
the
ground
inning.
rule double.
And an automatic double as it hops the
Batting
fence.
sixth, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first
Ball.
pitch misses for ball 1. And it's second. That one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. And a swing and a miss there. And that's full to swing. It's a strikeout. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Here is Yohan Moncada. And downstairs.
Ball,
The 1-0. Grounder might be 2. Slings to second. Their second double play already. This one ends the second inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
Let's go, Isaac.
On a line out towards center. And there's one down.
Batting 6th, center fielder, Jake.
Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Ball.
Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
This one in the air. Candelario settles under this one. Brings it in. 2 away.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Cam Smith.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. In there for strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And a curve is down and in. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Smoked on the ground a second. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler. a bullet, but it goes foul. And a big swing and a miss.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he
Ball
wants.
high.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Travis d'Arnaud struck out swinging his first time.
Hey, ha!
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Right fielder Mike Trout.
Here's Trout, doubled in his first AB. And there's a foul ball. First and second, no outs here on opening day. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
The 0-2. And that's outside. Good job to fight that one off. First and second here, no outs. That's a little bit low. Two now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. But no advance from the runners.
You know, Brooke, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Two aboard with one out. Next to hit, Jamer Candelario. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And here is Adam Frazier. Golden opportunity right here. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's your 1. Base hit. 1 run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
Big RBI for him right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Now batting Joe Adell. A double and a run scored his first time up. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add to their lead. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. McCullers gets the hook, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Tatsuya Imai gets the call from the pen, and this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Stepping in, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so change up.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 7-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
1 down. Nolan Shotwell, the next to hit for the Angels.
Nope, ball.
And the 1-0.
Ball.
Bounced up the middle. On the run, throw to first.
Yeah.
Got him. Nice play. Here is Moncada. 0 for 1 so far. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one pushed to the left and foul. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it. Whips it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. To third. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Ball.
On the ground to third. Candelario sends it across to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Joey Loperfido, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. There's a strike.
That's a ball.
And that skips into dirt. Late with the swing there.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left.
Foul
and it
ball.
goes just foul. Got him. That is the inning. Astros are down quietly. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back here in Houston, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Astros, come on. Come on, Astros.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses. The Halos up big in this one here on opening day.
Yeah.
Imai goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Line drive. Hauls it in. One away.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder Mike Trout.
One out man at first. Here's Mike Trout.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-1. In the air, center field. Myers settles underneath it. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman Jamer Candelario.
And next for the Angels, Jamer Candelario. He's 2 for 2.
Hee-ha!
Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Angels lead one, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here in Houston, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Well, these
Yeehaw!
Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman
And now it's Christian Walker. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey!
Oh, he doesn't
No,
get the
ball.
call. And it's 1-1.
Ball.
The Astros with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count now even up. Here we go, Christian. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, bases empty. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball, right field. Trout under it. And that is that. Nothing doing there for Houston. They continue to trail 7-0. New inning getting started. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Adam Frazier. In the air, right side. Smith on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder
Here's Joe Adele. He's already homered here in this one. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Blue ball getting loose as well. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So, man aboard. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. He's already homered in this game. The 1-0.
He hasn't wanted to
outside.
challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Here's a 2-0. And another
That's
ball.
low. That's a ball.
There's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Payoff pitch. And ball four.
That's ball
to
four.
a board.
Runner, take your base.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman Nolan Shanaway.
So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shanaway.
Ball.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one misses.
Ball.
Ball two.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Adele, the lead runner at second. Neto over at first with one away. He swings and fouls one off. The 2-2. In the air, left field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Yoan Moncada.
And now Yoan Moncada. Fouled off left side. Two on, two outs. Out to short, Correa. In plenty of time to first, third out. Angels strand a couple, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Foul ball.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. First time up was a pop out. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Oh, there's the three-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Two outs, base is empty. Cam Smith getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, right field. Trout on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're dialed into the show. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Jorge Soler now at the plate.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive.
That's a ball.
5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Here's a 1-2. And misses inside.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one missing low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. This ball's chopped to the ground.
Foul.
And foul ball. Set down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. Back to the top of the order now. Now here is Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 3. Fastball is outside.
That's a ball.
Soler aboard here at first with nobody out. out with the swing, and that is strike one. And that's just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Trout in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
He's
outside.
just
That's
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one way inside. So a walk puts
Ball
runners
four.
at first and second.
For the Angels, third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
So one out with two aboard. So in now for the Angels, Jamer Candelario.
That's inside.
Two
Ball.
walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Fastball for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here on opening day. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Stretches out and hauls it in. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Frazier. Right down to shoot, strike one. Two on, two outs. And that one is in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Brings it in for the third out. It's the Angels 7 and the Astros nothing. Well, we go bottom six. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Jeremy Pena.
Ball.
And the 1-0.
Heck one. Ball.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground.
Foul.
And it goes just foul. The 2-2. And that one
Ball, that's
missing
in.
inside a sharp slider. Out towards right center field. Trout moving under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Astros, second baseman
Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Nope. Ball.
On the ground, right side. Frazier. And they get Altuve for the out.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder Joey.
So the lineup flips over.
Loperfido.
Joey Loperfido up next for the Astros, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two down, nobody on. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that
No, that's
just
outside.
misses.
Ball.
Just
That missed. That's a ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one
Ball.
misses. And now 3-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Astros,
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
74,
Ryan King.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Joe Adell digs in now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Other thing in
That's
this
in.
part,
Ball.
I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats.
Ball.
Two-0. And another
Ball.
ball. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 3-1. And a big swing and a miss. To the right side. He takes it on his own. That's the first out in the top of the
Next
7th.
for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto.
So digging in, Zach Neto.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ball.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Brown, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The Angels up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
For the Angels, first baseman
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. The other way. He's got it.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Yoan Moncada.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. It's the Angels 7 and the Astros nothing. Bottom of the 7th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Here comes the 0-1.
Hey!
Let's go, Christian. That one almost got him.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and Joe McDonald says he went around.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Christian Walker.
So next up for Houston, Christian Walker. Pitch misses.
No, that's out.
And that is ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That's down. That's a ball.
The 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Frazier fires over to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
2 down, bases empty. And next to hit for Houston, Carlos Correa.
That's a ball.
Tapped out in front of the plate. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Up next,
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So up next, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. first with 2 gone. What a stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to begin the 8th. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Swinging a foul out of play.
No, that missed.
Fastball is outside. That one fouled off. 2-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Payoff pitch. That one misses.
Ball four.
So
Take
a
your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Up next for the Angels, catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Foul ball there. The 0-1. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
One out man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Mike Trout. There's a swing and a drive. That one is deep. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He jacks that one out to left. And they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Angels. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On the ground, right side. Walker takes it to the bag. Got him. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Now pitching
On the mound now, Hunter Brown. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Brown.
And up next for Los Angeles, Adam Frazier. That's too
That's
low.
a ball.
Ball one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's to third. And it gets by him. Still finds a way to get off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
So 2 down. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. First offering, and it just misses. Fastball for a strike. Adell wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Frazier leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now 9-0. This is AL West action on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Angels.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chase Silseth.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Myers leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off. Jackknifes out of the way. Outside.
Ball.
And the count is 2-2. That one missed.
That's the ball.
This one in the air, center field. Adell under this one. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Astros. Right
Cam
fielder.
Smith up next for the Astros. First offering way inside, almost got him. Action in the pen down there. Jose Soriano, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Romano also getting ready. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. That one just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena.
Designated hitter, Jeremy Pena.
Ground ball right side.
That's foul.
And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Pulls that one foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Astros go down 1-2-3. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. We go to the ninth. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Ball.
Upstairs. And that's ball 2. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So, man aboard, Nolan Shotwell will hit next.
Hoo-yah!
Oh, 1 now. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Man at second. That's down and in. Right side. To first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Yoan Moncada.
And here is Yoan Moncada.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at 3rd.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 away with a runner at 3rd. Here at the top of the 9th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Good eye in that spot.
Ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Got him swinging.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Soler stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss. Next pitch misses
That's the ball.
inside. Ball 2. stays alive.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Sets him down looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Angels strand one, but they're still in command. 9-0. Bottom of the ninth, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Here comes the 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Trout racing over to make the catch.
Up next for the Astros. Left
So back to the top of the order. Joey Loperfido up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hee-haw!
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Center field. Adele has a beat on it. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros. Catcher.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Chase Silseth out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
New
Angels.
pitcher in the game for the
Number
Angels,
59,
Jose Soriano.
Jose Soriano.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So they're down to their final out. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Christian Vasquez. Way
That's a ball.
inside.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, he got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And that is out of play. The Halos up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
That's a ball.
They're down to their final strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone.
On the ground to third, and this should do it. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels take this one in a blowout.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do is play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.